cold brew? No. You might like that, but it wouldn't be on my list.
Don't know.
It's a different.
Yeah.
Trying something different.
I wouldn't read anything sugar-free from that place.
It's not what it used to be. It used to be really good.
Yeah.
But it's not so much
Nope.
anymore. Too bad.
Then the prices are exploded.
That's everywhere.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, they exploded before everybody else did.
Yeah.
But the place up on North Hill makes it really good.
They surely do.
Of course, it's pricey, but it's really good.
Well, money is part of the issue.
Yep.
Traffic's a little bit heavy. Mercedes outfit. Jumpin' Junipers, $30,000 giveaway. Yeah. Sounds like bait. Yeah, you might want to get off your phone. folks here. So there's a bunch of other folks. Is there room outside of Ralph there? Last thing I want to do is hit the new Ralph. I guess there we are. Good deal. Well, let's see if Jane's hanging out waiting on a burger or what she's doing.
She wasn't over at the house.
She might be going in earlier. You didn't see her car over here.
Not earlier, no.
Okay. Anything to the
I
right
messaged
that
her,
you
but I
can
didn't see anything back yet.
Nothing over there?
No, you're good. I'm debating what to do. I'm debating what to do.
I'm always debating about something.
Oh, about spending money.
Yeah, that too. Sure, I got enough to at least buy groceries. Kind of groceries got kind of short this time.
Apparently, one of our missiles that we gave to Ukraine apparently hit a Russian military base 200 miles inside Russia.
I don't think the Russians are going to be very happy
And
with
destroyed 2 strategic bombers.
that. They're going to be torqued.
Yeah, two of their Tu-90.
The jets, the fast jets.
Yeah.
The Russians are going to be very mad.
Yes. And they already said that. Putin said like a week ago.
Yeah.
Any country that uses Western-made hardware, that country will suffer in retaliation for the weapon that destroys whatever it destroys in Russia.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
So, whether or not that cyber attack was related to it or not, I don't know.
Would they
Because Verizon and AT&T across 24 states yesterday just had a really nasty outage.
Well, I was wondering about if the Ukrainians would have just said, yeah, come on in, would they have been better off than they are?
Well, they probably wouldn't have lost so many people.
And had so much stuff destroyed. Now that would
But now they're talking about
put the Russians up on
in the
Polish
UK
border.
and in Germany, they're talking about bringing back the draft for them.
Well, what does that tell you?
Things are getting bad.
And guess what that'll mean for us? I'm past the age,
Yeah.
I think, and you're probably not going to get drafted.
I don't think they can draft somebody who's 41.
They might make you come in and show up for a physical.
I'll say I got all these health issues, and then well, look at me. Hey, you want somebody to sit and fly a drone? Though, hey, I'm your person.
Yeah, 8-minute miles, not. They might pass that. They might not.
Oh, I want an 8-minute mile with a drone.
No, I meant running.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
I was 5-minute mile back in '68.
You need me to sit in a room, push a button? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. And at that time, the best runners in the world had just broke 4 minutes, but I was at 5. This one guy at basic was a lap ahead of me, and I was like, oh my God, this guy is, he was on the track team. Well, no kidding. He's running close to record time.
Well, how the hell are they going to draft that many people that literally, some of them just literally cannot run? You're not going to be able to draft these people to run. There's no way.
You know, they'll get what they can, and they'll try to whip the others into shape, and if they can't, well, so Sometimes you need
physically
cannon
can't
fodder.
do it.
Sometimes they have cannon fodder and they don't let people in that can't meet the requirements, knowing that they're going to have a high loss
They need
rate.
those people, though.
That's what they did in Vietnam. They let a lot of people in because Barry was part of that group. He didn't meet the standards, and he spent his whole career fighting weight, and got him busted several times because of his weight. But he still managed to get through 20 years. Get a pension. They finally upped him from staff to tech after he'd been promoted to tech about 3 times, but got in trouble because of his weight. Just the way it was. I didn't have trouble with my weight until I was 42 and trying to meet the weight in the run. I was like, oh my God. So I remember seeing me probably trying to make the run.
Better off than I could have.
Well, yeah, but
Even then, probably.
yeah, well, got to be. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't able to do it; it's the fact that the knees did not want to do it.
Yeah.
They would be screaming the whole time, so I would take 2 big aspirins before the run and a Tylenol after. I could do it, but it wasn't very pretty. But yeah, you used to have to do sit-ups, push-ups, and all kinds of other stuff along with that.
No.
Of course, when you're a cop,
There's a limitation of what the body can do.
when you're a cop and you drag all that crap around with you, you're already in shape just from dragging all that crap around. You got to take with you. You got your battle gear, you got your winter gear, rainy gear, whatever. All your armors and your gun and all the other ammos and radios and all the other crap. Just getting out of the truck is like, okay, I got it all on now.
Recommendation: if you're hauling all that junk, you better be seeing a chiropractor.
Yeah, well,
About a week.
that's why you could retire after 20 and not 30 or 40.
Yeah, well, now.
Probably wore out. There's an interesting guy.
That's what that one guy was saying. He was a wrestler. He says, I should have listened to people when I was hit 45 and they said I should retire. But I just kept, and I was feeling pretty good still at 45. But so I just kept on doing it. And after a certain point, when he got into his 50s, of course the injuries were creeping up on him.
Yep.
So then had to go to have the emergency surgeries or the emergency surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he just kept coming back.
Time to stop.
So now he's in his mid-60s.
Nothing
He's been
works.
doing this for literally 50 years this year. But he started in 74. And he's realizing now that maybe when I was 45, I should have retired.
Yep.
And I'd have less problems than I'm having now.
Well, not continue that abusive type of life.
Well, yeah, well, one of his signature moves was the leg drop. This Hulk Hogan. So you jump in the air and land with your knee cupped around their upper part of their chest areas, and you land pretty much on your ankle and your calf.
And they don't like it.
And you land on your butt too.
And it doesn't like it either.
Well, after a certain point, he said that it might look like it doesn't hurt, and wrestling might be fake, but those falls ain't hurt. Those falls are real.
Well, yeah.
I said we have better padded mounts than we had in the 80s or 90s.
Still, if you weigh 300 pounds,
but it still hurts.
You weigh 250, 300 pounds, it's going to hurt.
And trying to keep up with somebody who's like 20.
Yeah, no.
And still perform and still do everything without hurting yourself.
I noticed about the time you
60s.
kids came along that I was having a really hard time keeping up with the 18-year-olds, and I was in my early 30s.
Yeah.
Right? So I was having trouble then. And then when I got out of cops, which would have been at about 16 years in service, I could still keep up with them, but no, I'm not going to keep up with them. It depends what it is. That's why the Sarge is in the back or in the front, whatever. Anyhow, but my knowledge and tactical and all that was good. My body was okay, but it wasn't getting better every year.
No.
And when we come back off of some of these recapture exercises or off of one of these 3-day things or something like that, I just came home and crashed.
That's what a young people don't realize is all their body can do everything now. I tell these people, it's just another 20 years for you guys. When you get into your late 30s or mid 30s, everything changes.
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah, but we can go this and then run all this and do all this stuff now. Like,
You're young.
yeah, because you're 17, 18, 19 years old. Once you hit 30, especially 35, you won't be doing what you're doing now.
And that's why it was good that I went to FM.
Especially when you hit your, I said, yeah, this is, then the really thing is once you hit 40, 41, you really won't be able to do anything.
Well, it's good when I went to FMs when I was still in my 30s because I didn't have to run very often. I still had to go out and crawl up ladders and crawl down ladders and
of course,
work in elevator shafts.
One dumb person in the community says, yeah, but by the time I hit your age, you'll be like 70.
If I'm alive.
I said, yeah, I'll be 70.
The car's not there.
Then I made a thing that made him mad. I said, yeah, I'll be 70 close to death. And you'll still have 30, 40 years of all the crap that we're doing now that's going to hurt you in this country.
Well, it may be very bad. We don't know. We don't know. We're going to hope.
I kind of shut him up at that point. I was like,
you can't do what you used to do. I was thinking about that. In Alaska, I could do everything. Nevada, I could do everything. Grand Forks, until I tore that tendon up trying to do everything. Then I was hopping around.
Unlike you guys, I can remember a time before the internet and computers were in everybody's house.
Yeah, how to make. That's why you had books.
Yeah. Well, now we used to just go outside.
Yeah, that too.
Don't really go outside that much anymore.
Well, it depends where you're at. It may not be safe to be outside.
Well, that too, and
crime and are they shutting down their stuff? I was going to buy some more plants. It looks like the trees are down from the wind. It looks like they might be open. I want to buy a few more plants of some type.
Buy some pine trees?
No, I wasn't thinking pine trees. They get too big.
I've yet to see much mosquitoes out yet.
The wind probably blew them.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just surprised they haven't been out.
Well, it's been drying out the water, though, pretty good.
Yeah.
So we've been getting moisture, but it's not, the wind is drying that out to some degree. So.
We're just going another week.
No, they got lots of stuff in there.
There's a couple more weeks when it gets warmer.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see a plenty of them.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the wind, it would probably be a pretty nice day. But the wind is still the wind.
Yeah. I haven't heard much about wildfires in Canada.
Not yet.
There were some like a couple weeks ago, but I haven't heard of anything since.
A lot of sections have burned.
When we were in Minnesota.
There was a little bit of smoke
up in Canada, but I haven't heard of anything since then.
No. Let's see how much wind we got at home. There's some wind. price went back up to $3.43.
That's what it is here. It keeps fluctuating at the station only. It was the other day it was $3.49, but then all the other stations in town are like $3.39.
Yeah. 20 cents more a gallon. People aren't going to be in a hurry to go to your store.
No.
Gas station.
Nope.
Well, I'm sure glad I went in and voted early.